BEECH relates to the soul qualities of sympathy and tolerance. The person who needs this remedy is narrow minded, intolerant, arrogant, and judgmental, criticizing without even understanding the views and situation of others. He finds it difficult to understand the shortcomings of others, and he is very critical of others' behavior, and he lacks tolerance and empathy. He always sees what is wrong in a situation, the weaknesses, and not able to see the positive results that might come of it. He overlooks the fact that everyone does not have the same advantages and
Very
potentials.
important point is he always sees what is wrong in the situation and controls the situation and controls that personality. In the full, in the if that person is given beach, he always sees the goodness in everything and develops the personality of others.
He overlooks the fact that everyone does not have the same advantages and potentials, and that people can only develop according to their own inner potential. This remedy is for people who need to see more good and beauty in all that surrounds them. They are not exactly dominant, they are irritated by the speech, eating habits, and manners or behaviors of others. They find other people's habits annoying, and they consider themselves to be, although they consider themselves to be perfectionists, they find it difficult to appreciate that others too have their set of ideals, and therefore they might have good reason to act the way they do. The beach remedy helps to step into others' shoes and adopt a more understanding and tolerant attitude. They insist on being disciplined, being on time. They do things on time. For example, breakfast 7 o'clock, like lunch on time, everything. They seem to be calm and tolerant outside, but seething with irritation inside.
Another important thing is that if a beach personality is taking food in the morning tiffin at around 9 o'clock, if it is not prepared, they will not eat and they will make others to worry and they will make the situation intolerant. That is a kind of blackmailing or posing a kind of threat to others. So the other personality will be feeling guilty of their inferiority and the exactness, and that they are not. They will make him you are inexact or inorderly, and you are not proper. When you feel that, when you are in a condition of improper treatment, inorderly treatment, substandard treatment, take beach. Wonderfully, it will change the situation.
Beach flower remedy helps to re-establish the connection with our higher self and unity. It loosens the inner rigidity and brings back joy, cheerfulness to the energy system.
It links to the higher consciousness, and the rigidity becomes flow, and because of that, you get connected with the cosmos.
Inner conflict between emotional intolerance and intellectual intolerance. Like they are not able to accept themselves, they have some mistakes and they are masking it so that other people will not be pointing out their mistakes. So in order to avoid that, they are pointing out the others mistakes as if like they will be feeling guilty if we are pointing them out. What they will try to do is like their most of the intention is either to find fault with others, and they are not dominant people and all, but they can't tolerate others talents. Say for an example, if they are having same talent person in the same field, they'll not be able to digest it. So they'll not be directly hitting them. They'll do something else. Like what is their weakness? They'll check that and they'll try to pull them in some other way, and they'll do the energy shattering in some brilliance. They'll try to do that, and they're so narrow-minded, teasing others, pulling others. They have superiority complex. It is because like they had inferiority complex. In order to hide that, they are acting as if like they are superior by developing some skills now, and they are doing it. And these people will be normally use the other people to achieve the goals, and just they will leave it as such. Like once the goal is achieved, they'll not bother about that. And so all these are happening because in their young age, like or their family might have been undergone some um, some actions, like some other family has dominated them on the whole, and because of the childhood impacts, They are they have overcome all those weaknesses as strengths now, and they are trying to cover up. So those inferiority complex was developed in the childhood, and that has been now shown as if like they are superior than others. And these people will have the food allergies, and they'll have the skin allergies, indigestion problem especially, and obviously because of this depression, anger. So all these things are in a shadow way. And when we go for this like fullness, especially they'll have the rigidness. They will not even smile at anyone. They are coming for the full tendency. It is like it is the light flower, we can say, and honesty flower, and there is nothing perfect. Everything is like as such. It's and they'll have a crystal. They'll be like a crystal clear, and brain coordination will be very good, and it maintains us to keep our pressure or um, calmness with us, and even this helps us to not get into the nerve blocks, because whenever people are like having the depression, all these things will happen. So here there is no depression. It is like smoothness, calmness will be there. So there is no BP or blocks. The passage will be cleared, and they'll accept whatever happens is due to the cosmos rule, and they'll really understand like what is cosmos understanding, and they'll see uh, fullness in the sense to see my fullness with goods and bads. There'll be more good and beauty, and it is all like finally the world is full of darkness and light. So the acceptance of everything as such, whatever is there, without any judgment and without being arrogant.
Beach. The affirmations of beach remedy are: I am leaving myself and others alone. I have a right to be and others have a right to be. Everyone is growing in goodness. So beach is one of the 19 helpers and in the overcare for welfare of others group, and it's a boiling method prepared by boiling method. And beach needed people cannot tolerate aspects of life that are completely outside human control and cannot be changed, such as weather. So, beach needed for those who are irritated by others' tribal habits, for example, feeding with hair and uh, they're shaking the legs. These kinds of attitude also irritated the beach needed persons. And beach needed people have emotional intolerance and unable to face criticism or disapproval from others, and they suppresses their own feelings to such an extent that they cannot possibly understand and empathize with the feelings of others. These people will never dress up with mismatch. They always dress perfectly. Anyone want to organize your house or your kitchen pantry? Take beach before that. It will help to organize very well. And if you are building your new dream house, spray beach there for the perfect model. Often, people belonging to suppressed minority group develop the beach-needed personality, having being subject to hatred, humiliation, disappointment, and betrayed self-esteem from other segments of society. They withdraw and build their own set of values. These private values serve to insult them from the slings and arrows coming from outside, and in fact help them elevate themselves to position of superiority over their dictators. Often, entire families exhibit the beach needed personality, and after the treatment with beach flower remedy, the wholeness of the beach is go off its limited value judgments, and criticism is transformed into understanding, and the individual finally experience sensitivity, genuine love, and tolerance for those who are different from himself. Beach helps to reconnect with our higher self and with the unity of the universe. It helps us return to the state of joy, cheerful, and tolerance for those around us.
Batch is perfect natural order. Beach is perfect natural order. Uh, you look at the discipline in sports, the aesthetics in dance forms, musical notes, poetic rhyme scheme, painting, photographs, documentaries, or even movies. The beauty that lies in the classics.
Textures, the beauties, the coloring of flowers, the way the birds fly, and the voice of the birds, the animals, everything is order, exactness, elegance, wonder. Everything is beach.
Street abstract art, street graffiti, hip hop, beatboxing, or the folk arts, not necessarily to the traditional grammar, conventional order. It is a form of unpatterned beauty. Income, expenditure calculation, budgeting, costing, ratio, proportions, time, measurement, size, scale, formation, sequence, arrangements, figures, shapes, tabulation, timetable, and space matrices. It is all beach. Where is there not beach? A mathematician, unlike a painter or a poet, makes patterns that are more permanent because they're patterns made from ideas. The pomegranate, the plantain flower, the lotus, the snow crystals, the naturally occurring gemstones, the ocean pearls, the seashells each carry a unique stamp of nature on them. Be it the chartered accountants, the architects, the mathematicians, the designers, everyone talking about artistic satisfaction are talking from each. There is a rigorous need for order and rigid discipline in the law and order sector, the armed forces, the need for inquiry and disciplinary action and social reformation. There, beach is there is a methodical attitude. They need to adhere to social constructs. There is undue importance to rigorousness and procedures. These are sharp minded individuals. They are critical judges of character. They take corrective action. They cannot stop taking corrective action at all. There is a need for affinity to the central tendency. They cannot bear to have gray shades at all. There is excessive attention to detail, rules, and regulations. Needs to keep the teacup inside the same circle exactly every
The
time.
excessive attention to details and techniques go towards a flow of spontaneous happenings and doings. It goes from there, exactness to flow, order to spontaneity, and then a kind of structure to uh, elegance in natural way. So these things, the mind, if it feels that something is inorderly, you have been treated in an inorderly way, in a unnatural way. Beach, if we take beach, you will be treated in a grand way. I have seen many a times.
The face has crisp features. It's a measured look. Once in a blue moon, only you can see a sleepy smile. Be it home organization, arrangement, maintaining neatness. These people, they tend to say nobody's right and nothing is in order. Nowadays, infidelity is on the rise. They start lamenting. It is unbearable for moms and leaders. They get talkative and verbose when they start to complain. They need to take corrective action for every aspect of things. It helps to regulate menstrual periods when they're scarce and there is irregular flow or intermittent flow. Helps to Beach helps to regulate that. If you look at a child scribbles on the wall, or the Vietnamese princess stamp, or the Japanese art of kintsugi, which is
An art of
yes,
imperfection, making it perfect. Imperfection is also
yeah,
perfect, is the message of beach.
the face of the lover washed by moonlight, you see beauty in blemishes. Perhaps it is good to have a beautiful mind, but an even greater gift is to discover a beautiful heart.
The message of beach is that interdependence of all beings. Very, very, very important point. Interdependence of all beings. Life of all beings is one life. It is the everybody, everything, every living creature is organic, single, living form, or it is an universe, single verse. It is an ek heart, a single beat. See, interdependence of all beings, life of all beings is one life. We have got only one life, that is cosmos life. It has given way to to enjoy and celebrate, to wonder, and this is beach.